Switch? No. Go from the beginning. Yeah, so this is using a ROM hack I made, which just gives me top secret area and Cookie Mountain right away. It does also have red switch on there, because that was expected to be needed, but with the new setup that is no longer needed. But I changed nothing about Cookie Mountain or anything about Larry's Castle to get this to work. And now start. There we go. I hate when it pauses and does stuff like that. The first thing we do is we just move Yoshi over to the area where we're going to need him later. This just makes it, because I'm going to need this Yoshi and then the other Yoshis later. And this just makes it the easiest RTA. I just kind of throw Yoshi over there, and then I fly back to go grab a shell. Oh, you know what? No, I'll leave the sprite numbers on. So that way I can explain sprite numbers. So this shell sprite slot does not matter at all. It used to matter, but now no longer does. Now we get to do a bunch of dupes to get a key block, which we get from the Yoshi coin that we saw above. Frame rate's not great because I'm streaming and emulator is slow. The dupes are a little slow to kind of emulate a little bit on actual human input, but human input would still be quite a bit slower. Though with practice it might be able to get close. Alright, because I think I tested this only on emulator, not on... Yeah, and Twitch is a little slow. So we just need to dupe directly upward, so we have to do one dupe to the side, and then we do a bunch of dupe upward. I hit the vine just to make it easier to scroll the screen vertically. I don't have to get a P-speed or anything like that. Do the occasional side dupe to be able to have footing to stand on. Now we can see the Yoshi block. Luckily, this Yoshi coin is in the correct X position for a key block, so I don't even need to dupe it to the side. It's very convenient. I line up precisely so that way I don't don't grab the Yoshi coin, and it can still dupe upwards. Grab the Yoshi coin, reposition the camera so I can better do that. I throw all the keys down there. Separate 11, because I'm going to want a high sprite slot key, and I might as well use 11, because that's the highest. Then I get rid of 10, 9, get rid of some lag that way, and just get rid of all the extra keys. 8, 7's gone, keep 6, 5, get rid of 4. I would normally keep 3, but since I actually have a Yoshi right now, I will keep 2. Either 2 or 3 would work in this case. So now, I'm just clearing up all the moles so they don't bother me later. Then grab just something to dupe. This key in slot 6 is just the most convenient. I place this in position right there for use later. Yoshi, so I can have more time to do things. Because in real time, I would not have been able to do all those things that quickly. So there probably wouldn't be that much waiting here, and probably would have to go and do this earlier. So what I'm going to do next is get infinite time in the level. I'm just timing this because I'm using a roulette block to do this, so I want to spawn that at the correct time, so that way I get the correct power-up that I want, and I want a Fire Flower, because I'm going to lose this Fire Flower from dying. So, just that as a low 29 appears, or as soon as I see 29 I will jump. That's my timing to get a Fire Flower. Just something I found. There should be other ones that might be useful to find later, at lower time limits. I drop my cape just in case I get the frame perfect infinite time glitch, so I don't overwrite that. Just a little after 1 appears, you stick out Yoshi's tongue. I went below the screen. After a little while below the screen, I dismounted. Yoshi made sure to stick out the tongue. I'd press both Y and A on the same frame, just to be sure. But I want to do that pretty low. I double grab those guys so I can dupe that block. So I wanted the low sprite and a high sprite so that way they spawn on different frames, which allows me to use that advantage of that tongue glitch. And now I'm moving the invisible Yoshi closer and closer to this edge right here. Well, he's right on the edge. I would do that. I'd be a little more careful in real time. And I do pipe cancel there. It's very similar to infinite time, but much easier. You just press down a little after Yoshi gets the power up on his tongue. That remounted the other Yoshi. Dismounted both of them there. Make it so I'm facing left on here. Get in precise positioning. Wait a little bit. And dismount Yoshi like that and turn him into a coin. And the purpose of the waiting was to wait for the other Yoshi, that is, the other invisible Yoshi, to fall a certain distance. So that way I get a good value that will allow the warp to happen. Then, see, I'm now on the submap, not on the main map, and when I enter the level, I enter Larry's castle, and I can use my cape to beat the level quickly. And there we go.